We all know what happened to our lives after March 2020. Yes, we have been locked down. I immediately had this typical school kid mindset when I thought about being inside my home and living my absolute best life. Ironically, days passed and months passed. I started to realize that life has hit us hard and the so-called living my best days dream started to fade away and I had no clue what I was doing. I then had this huge sense of disappointment for wasting so much time in my life. That's when I decided to revisit my to-do list, which was more like a to-learn list. And now here I am standing before you recording this video, fulfilling yet another dream of my life. Hi, this is Hamida Sabrin from Babaji Women's College of Arts and Science. So for the past few months, I've been learning so much like never before. I started to read books, blogs, watch documentaries, listen to TED Talks, and join many programs which I wouldn't have if not for this lockdown. So then I started to get mind-blowing thoughts which I am going to express as few things people don't understand. So the number one is that the courage that you gain from being vulnerable. Yes, Brené Brown in her book Daring Greatly describes vulnerability as the birthplace of love, belonging, joy, courage, empathy, accountability and authenticity. If we want greater clarity in our purpose or more and deeper meaningful spiritual lives, then vulnerability is the path. What we do is we tend to avoid fearful and vulnerable situations because of our fear of making mistakes or being judged or misunderstood. But guess what? This never helps us to grow and learn new things in life. What vulnerability does to us is that it helps us, it gives us the courage to face the consequences and helps us to try before even giving up. All this would mean that we are learning and coming out of our comfort zones. You see, we have you see, we have limited time and our life is very short. We don't know when our last moment could be. Don't we all want to feel great about ourselves for having lived the life that we ever wanted? So, moving on to second point. You cannot please everyone. I've been told this a number of times, but I feel people just don't get this, and including myself, we just don't get it. Because no matter what we do in our life, there will always be at least one person who will have problems with your mere existence. And guess what we should do about that? Just forget that they even existed. Let no one take away that peace of mind from you. As the saying goes, if it costs you your peace, then it's too expensive. So let's try to be authentic and stay true to ourselves. So moving on to point number 3, the art of shifting perspectives. Since we all have different minds and since we all have unique minds and different thought processes, we all tend to have different perspectives over the same thing. But that doesn't make us any less or more. A simple experiment to prove this would be to narrate a story to few people and ask them to narrate it back to you. You would be amazed to see their side of your story. So this is exactly how the game that we used to play in our childhood, the Chinese Whisper. Likewise, we cannot force our version of right or truth into someone because that might not be convincing enough to them as they might have different perspective over the same. So let's try to be less judgmental and let's keep our prejudices away. Let's keep our prejudices away. Moving on to point number 4. Freedom from commitment. Doesn't that sound ironic? But yes, a study has found that people who are into some form of commitment are experience less suicidal thoughts than the other than the counterparts. So when we make the right commitments, it gives us more freedom. I read this in an article, How Do Our Commitments Gives Us Freedom by Jordan Gray. He says, making the right commitments makes us more efficient, effective, focused, and it saves us time and energy instead of feeling insecure or experiencing anxiety. So it helps us in emotional healing, and it gives us the opportunity to flourish all the way into being our truest and most expressed self. I find this amazing because most of the time we all we all dream about achieving in our lives, but how many times have we asked this to ourselves, that do I commit myself to this thing emotionally and mentally, because these both are very important for the well functioning of some process. Moving on to point number 5. Let's be honest here. We all have the dream to change our environment someday, right? But how many times we have said to ourselves, what will happen only if I change? Nothing is going to change. Failing to recognize that changes comes from you. Changes start from you. So when we decide to plant a tree or do something for this environment, we should not stop it. We should continue to do it, and this will inspire other people to do more. And this can bring about a change in a society. What people don't understand is that when we mention people, they generally don't imagine themselves in that category. So this leads us to waiting for people to change is like waiting for you to change. The success of this video would be the success of this video would be the slightest change in the understanding of people and them carrying it throughout their life, because success to me isn't always materialistic. When we have a real purpose in life, we are more focused, consistent, content, grateful, and humble. But this requires a lot of fortitude and self discipline. I read somewhere that self discipline begins with the mastery of our thoughts. What we cannot control, if we cannot control what we think, we cannot control what we do. And this reminds me of a saying by Mahatma Gandhi: a man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. This takes us to point number 6. Happiness is not a destiny, it is a choice. Yes, we all tend to associate happiness with events. If this happens, I'll be happy. If that happens, I'll be happy. If I become successful, I'll be happy. If I start earning more money, I'll be happy. But guess what? We forget that we choose to be happy. How many of us have known people who have everything in their life, yet they are not happy? On the other hand, we have seen people who have fairly nothing, yet they choose to be happy with what they have. We must understand that happiness doesn't come to you falling from your roof. We have to work for happiness. We have to master our thoughts. We have to shift our perspectives to be happy. So people just don't understand this. Similarly, the notion of love. Love is something that we constantly work for and build on. When we love something, when we love our work or the person we love, we should constantly work on building on that love, making a consistent effort. Otherwise, we would lose interest in them and finally finish the love. And we tend to blame others or other events for this happening. So, but I also realize that sometimes it gets really hard to love the things that we once loved. But in those times, try to remember what made you love in the first place. Moving on to number 7. People don't understand you. People don't understand me either. People don't understand your journey, your dreams, and your goals and your sufferings. Because they don't have to understand you. They don't have any need to understand you. Please stop expecting people to understand you and wasting your time. Don't expect them to validate your feelings. Because our understanding is beyond the knowledge that we already have. So with the limited amount of understanding that we have, let's choose to be kind and happy with others even if you don't understand them. So these are the things which I believe people just don't understand from my perspective, and there might be many other things from your perspective as well. I would like to end my speech with Albert Einstein's quote that says, "There are two things which are infinite, the universe and human stupidity." And I'm not sure about the universe. So let's try to be less stupid with each passing day. And remember that better world comes from better you. Thank you.